Good morning. New results from the CNBC Fed survey showing that the respondents see higher inflation coming, peaking out above 5%, but they do not believe the Fed is going to do much about any of it. The outlook for Fed action among the 34 respondents is fairly unchanged. The taper should be announced in November, with a taper beginning in January. The average amount expected from the respondents, $18 billion, very modest. So it will take several months to wind it down, at least 6. And the first rate hike coming in October 2022. The average respondent sees the Fed funds rate ending next year at just 0.41%. That's little change from January. Meanwhile, the outlook for inflation, as you'll see in a second, it has changed drastically. A 2% inflation call in January, now above 4% for this year. 2.4% average in January for 2022, now above 3%. It is seen peaking in November above 5%. But about two-thirds of respondents do believe it will prove to be temporary, agreeing with the Federal Reserve on that. That said, respondents think that the Fed is making a mistake in not reacting to higher inflation. Just 10% want the Fed to react by raising rates now, but 58% wanted to start tapering right now in response to higher inflation. Peter Bookvar among them. He's chief investment officer at Bleakley Advisory Group. He says they should immediately begin tapering as QE has over-medicated the patient and negative side effects are being seen, particularly in housing. But Kathy Bastiancic, chief U.S. financial market economist for Oxford, writes, the rapid spread of the Delta variant underscores the downside risk from a still unsettled health situation. However, we think the bond market is too pessimistic. The economy is still mid-cycle and has room to run. Growth forecasts, they remain relatively strong, and the Delta variant is not seen delaying the economic rebound, but will delay, according to respondents, the return of workers to the office. Morgan?
So then if the Delta variant is not expected to delay the economic rebound, does it actually give cover to the Fed to hold steady at these rates as it tries to bring more people back into the labor force?
There's some commentary on that, exactly, Morgan, that the Fed will use the Delta variant as kind of like, hey, this is what we were talking about. We weren't sure we were out of the woods. That's why we didn't alter our course. We stayed the course because we want to see how all of this works out. So some people think it's the right thing to do. Some people say, hey, it's just the Fed using it for cover to keep its policy in place.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.